Muy buenas a todos, jóvenes, bienvenidos como siempre a mi humilde canal Juegos Perdidos. Soy Cortés, en otro bloque de partidas del juego de Moment Silence. Espero que estéis bien y como siempre aprovecho antes de nada para agradeceros a todos el grandísimo apoyo que le estáis dando al canal, a todos aquellos que me seguís mediante las redes sociales, tanto Facebook como también en Twitter. Muchísimas gracias a todos y sobre todo, jóvenes, tanto a esta serie como a las que estoy subiendo recientemente. Este es un juego que de momento me está sorprendiendo bastante. Tiene un argumento bastante profundo. El giro de acontecimientos que hemos visto ahora mismo ha sido bastante bueno. Un giro argumental sorprendente. Estamos nada más y nada menos que en Puerto Rico, donde presuntamente nosotros presuntamente buscando la razón, buscando esto. Recordáis que estuvimos con esa especie de club que está evitando que los marcianos sepan más cosas de nosotros, porque consideran que hay una conspiración completa mediante el gobierno y también los seres extraterrestres. Entonces un tal Cifra, recordáis que nos comentó que esto se encontraba en Puerto Rico, que esto era el SETI, que es el lugar donde supuestamente también hacen algo por el estilo, donde intentan mandar mensajes al espacio exterior, un poco en plan oficial, ¿no? Mientras lo que los otros estaban haciendo era en plan sin que nadie se enterase. Todos con la idea prácticamente la misma, ¿no? Evitar que haya una especie de colonización alienígena o ataque alienígena por parte del espacio exterior. Entonces, bueno, evitando el hecho de pensar de que están como una cabra, que no sabemos si esto tiene que ver algo con, realmente tiene que ver, el tema de los alienígenas tiene que ver con el argumento principal del juego, no lo sabemos. Pero bueno, recordamos que estamos intentando encontrar a este personaje, es el padre del chiquillo y el marido de la mujer, de los Oswald, y nos ha tocado venir hasta aquí. Y ahora, vale, salimos aquí. Centro de investigación. Me recordaba que estamos en el año 2000 tropecientos. Le da el botón derecho. Secar. Vale. No tenemos otro sitio donde ir, o sea que vamos para adelante. Doctor Price, no hemos hablado con él, pero ya sabemos cómo se llama. Bueno. Foto. Puede ser Marte.
That's the surface of Mars. I think that's one of the pictures they took during this Mars mission at the beginning of the century.
En principios del siglo. Sí, así es, joven. Con un robot muy majo.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, what can I do for you?
My name is Peter Wright. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you have a few minutes for me.
Yes, why not? I am Dr. Price. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Wright.
Nah, venga. Solo el SETI. Me gustaría hacer unas preguntas sobre un visitante que tuvo. Tengo una pregunta personal.
I would like to ask some questions about the SETI.
Okay, no problem. That's a good idea.
A ver. ¿Sabe por qué se financia este instituto? ¿Para qué sirve esta plataforma? ¿Hay algo más?
How is this institute financed, would you know?
Are you sure you're not from a government funding department or something?
Absolutely sure. I was just wondering, how do you maintain this kind of site? I mean, the equipment looks very expensive, and the SETI is probably not making huge profits, right?
Do you know that retrieving knowledge is much more important than retrieving money? And we are lucky that some big companies, which mainly belong to the government, are significantly supporting our project. 20 years ago, we got a new computer network and completely new hardware. Since then, we've kept up to date with the latest updates.
That is really generous. Which companies are we talking about?
Everybody who's anybody. Cupicam, Lunar 5 Consortium, United Bank Trust, Cargo Services, United Communications Services.
Wow. We're talking really only big business here. And what do these companies get in return for their support for the SETI program?
Do you begrudge us support for our work?
Oh no, not at all. I'm just asking myself, what kind of interest in your work here could these companies possibly have?
They are supporting us because they support the idea of free research.
If that's true, that would certainly be nice. But I believe that companies always have one main reason. Money. Or maybe a strategic advantage.
Maybe they're looking for an advertising effect by offering us their products for use. It's all the same to us. We just want to be able to do our work.
Eso es verdad. A efectos publicitarios, el hecho de que ellos lo utilicen, si estamos hablando de una empresa, o sea, de un equipo de investigación que es importante y es reconocido a nivel mundial, pues entonces recibe publicidad cualquier cosa que ellos estén utilizando, desde un bolígrafo hasta el rayos encendidos, ¿verdad? Pero es interesante porque, bueno, Peter Breve va al de cuello, poniendo en duda hasta incluso el dinero que están recibiendo.
What does frequent updates mean?
That means that technicians come by every few months and check our system for one whole week. The whole parabolic unit is now being automatically programmed on sectors. We only provide the programmers with the data sets, and they then integrate them into the global net console. The rest is automatic.
Uh-huh. That means you here at the Institute don't have to feed your system with any data or information yourself, right?
Right. All we do is filter the results. The system works according to our guidelines, but is otherwise completely autonomous. It's extremely practical and minimizes the error quota to almost zero.
Does that mean you don't even need to employ any technicians anymore?
No, no one. We are happy that we don't have to deal with the technology anymore, you know.
Y por eso el segundo piso está acordonado.
Is that the reason why the second floor is cordoned off today?
Yes, that's right. The programmers and technicians of communication services are now up there. They are now working on the system update for the week, and then we'll have trouble-free operations for the next few months.
What do you think? Could I watch for a little bit? I'm just curious how this works.
I'm sorry, but that's not possible. I had to turn away a man recently because of that. Our systems are extremely sensitive, and only specialists can enter the hardware rooms.
And you're not even allowed in yourself?
No, I don't know enough about the technology up there anymore. The progress is just too immense to be able to keep up. We're just interested in the results, and they are top.
Vaya tela. Dice, hace poco tuve que rechazar a uno, o sea que puede ser que sea el personaje que estamos buscando. ¿Le puedo hacer otra pregunta?
Can I ask you something else? There's something else. What is this site used for?
What? How do you mean that exactly? Is that a kind of control question? Are you from the government funding department or something? We already had to let 5 people go just last year, and I'll personally chain myself to the entrance gate if you...
No, don't worry. I'm asking out of curiosity only. You know how tourists are.
Okay, you're a visitor? That's interesting.
Sure, of course. So,
What?
I asked you a question.
Oh, right. The SETI. You have to excuse me, but the computers are being checked up there, and I'm even more nervous than I normally am. So, where was I?
The SETI.
Yes.
Madre mía, cómo le da
The
vueltas,
SETI investigates space for possible existing signal transmissions of extraterrestrial intelligence and civilizations.
Estaba hablando
We direct
anteriormente.
our radio telescope at specific sections of the sky and wait for signals to check them for regularities or patterns. And we drink coffee, a lot of coffee.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Maybe you want to cut down on that.
Oh yes, you noticed, did you?
Pues la verdad es que la frase ha sido muy corta para lo mucho que se ha traducido, ¿verdad?
And did you find something already?
Oh, we find thousands of extremely promising signals every month. Many of them have such a complex structure that it takes us months to analyze them.
And did something ever come out of that?
We don't know about that.
What do you mean you don't know that?
Well, we can't be sure that the signals that we are getting are actually signals. Even the background radiation of the universe could contain a code that we only interpret as static, because we simply don't have the analysis methods to decipher it. But we don't just listen, you know. We also send a signal ourselves. It contains basic information on humankind in a logically constructed sequence.
But so far, nobody ever answered, right?
No. If we are lucky, we could expect an answer in a couple of 100,000 years.
Claro. Hasta que esa señal viaje por los confines del universo, rebote y tal. Bueno.
Do you yourself believe in aliens?
Believe? You're asking me? Believe? What do you think?
Oh, that means no?
I don't just believe, my friend. I know that they are out there. They are already among us, swarming out every day and investigating our
Ostras,
planet.
chaval, igual que el
Is
otro.
that right? That sounds as if I've heard that somewhere already.
Ya lo he oído en otra parte.
How do you come up with these things?
I have seen one of the UFOs myself.
Bueno.
At night, in front of my neighbor's window. Unfortunately.
You didn't have a camera handy?
Exactly. How did you know that?
Intuition.
Do
Intuición.
you know that the UFO actually radiated a red light too? An intensive red light. I don't think it would have worked out to take a photo anyway. And, shall I tell you something? My neighbor disappeared after that UFO incident. Just disappeared. I guess they took him with them to do research on his anatomy.
Jolín.
And to cross him with our vegetables.
You can never cross that out completely.
Esa sí muy buena, y cruzarlo genéticamente con otras verduras. Muy buena, Peter. Muy bueno.
Can I ask you something else?
A ver. Financia, tal, hay algo
There's
más.
something else.
Vale, visita.
I would like to ask a question about a visitor you had here. He must have been here a few days ago. A certain Graham Oswald. He's a journalist.
Oswald. Never heard of him.
I have his picture. Here. It was taken here at the SETI. Right in front of your parabolic dish. Can you see it?
Oh, yes. That man. I remember him. But he wasn't called Oswald. He said his name was Gray.
Anda.
You still know this?
Of course. It's exactly the same name as our Drake from SETI, you know. An important researcher from the last millennium. I asked the man if he was related to him.
But he wasn't, of course. He gave you a fake name. His name is definitely Oswald.
Vaya.
What did he want here, do you know?
Well, you'll laugh. He wanted to go up to the computer room, too.
¿Ves?
But I didn't let him, of course, since we had the technicians up there. He was very disappointed. I offered to give him a tour of the site so that he didn't come here for nothing.
And? Did he accept your offer?
Well, it was rather strange. We stood at the parabolic dish and I told him about the technical details and suddenly he was no longer standing next to me.
And where did he go then? Did you find each other later?
No, he was gone. Disappeared. I don't even know how long I'd been talking to myself for.
Vaya.
What else did you notice about him?
He looked somewhat alarmed.
Alarmed? What do you mean?
Frantic, nervous, pale, as if he'd heard or seen something terrible.
But you can't imagine what that could have been by any chance.
No, I'm sorry. He was rather confused. And then he forgot his bag.
What was that? He forgot his bag. Where is it?
In the souvenir shop. Paul's got it.
I'm a friend of the family. I'll bring it back to his wife, okay?
A friend?
Yes, a friend. We're neighbors. You can ask his wife if you want. You want me to give you the messenger number?
Oh no, that'll be fine. Just go over. I'll tell Paul to expect you.
Bueno, eso es interesante. Muy bien.
Can I ask you something else? I have a question for you personally.
For me? Oh, if you want.
What exactly is it you do here?
I work here. You know, earn my living and so on. Well, to be more precise, I don't actually work here to earn my living. That too, of course, but not just. Not even mainly, but secondarily, but that's not important.
Menudo,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
menudo lío.
Yeah, I think I do.
Creo que sí.
That means you're doing this here because you love it.
Ah, amigo, porque le gusta, ya está.
How did you get that kind of job?
How you get such a job? Oh, that's actually quite simple. You just need straight A's in all mathematical and scientific subjects, an IQ of 130 or above, very few social contacts in the computer.
On most counts, I would be eligible, I think.
Casi
You
todos.
mean top scientific qualifications?
Rather the part about the only few social contacts and computer.
Casi todo.
Well, that's the first step.
El primer
It was
paso.
a joke, okay?
I understand. That's amusing.
Never mind. Forget about it.
Bueno, bueno. Lo está intentando Wright, está intentando tomárselo a guasa todo.
Tell me, you didn't hear by any chance about the Alien Attack Club in New York, did you?
Of course. Those are the especially talented young men. They've carried out numerous hacker attacks on our telescope as far as I know.
Vaya tela.
Extremely professional and adept work. We only tracked them down with the help of the internal firewall.
That's very interesting. And didn't you report them to the authorities?
Me? But why? They are real fans of our work. Amazing. If I were 10 years younger, I'd...
Do illegal things together with them?
Cometería delitos a su lado. Bueno, no está mal, se lo toma buenas, ¿no? O sea que le tienen ahí un poco de respeto a esta gente.
Can I ask you something else?
Yo creo que hemos terminado.
I would like to ask some questions about the SETI.
Okay, no problem. That's a good idea.
Nada.
There's something else. I have a question for you personally.
For me? Oh, if you want.
Nada.
Can I ask you something else? I would like to ask a question about a visitor you had here. He must have been here a few days ago. A certain Graham Oswald. He's a journalist. I have his pic was taken. Can you see?
Oh, but
Sí,
he
esto
said
ya
still
lo hemos
an
leído
empire.
antes,
But he wasn't
pensé
his
que lo iba a
name.
repetir. Iba a
I'm
decir
gonna
algo
look around some more.
cosa nueva.
Thank you for now, Doctor.
No problem.
A ver.
My business card. Much more practical than those messenger contact data transfers. It doesn't need power, always reliable, and can even get wet.
No necesita electricidad. Bueno, podemos intentar llamar a la mujer, por ejemplo, y decirle que...
It's me again.
Ahí está.
Peter Wright.
Nos ha escuchado la voz de la mujer.
Your husband Graham was at the SETI, Mrs. Oswald. That photo was taken in front of the big dish of the SETI Institute in Arecibo. A research institute which is basically involved in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. I talked to a couple of experts. There's no doubt. In Puerto Rico.
Pues...
Can I ask something else? I have to go now. I'll contact you again as soon as I know more.
Pensé que
okay?
iba a decir alguna cosita después de haber hablado con este, pero no. Y te das cuenta de que está repitiendo la misma conversación que hemos tenido cuando estábamos en ese tugurio. Pero no sé por qué no has escuchado la voz de la mujer. Mal asunto. Bueno, vamos a ir por aquí.